Yes, we promised you that the TV slash movies, but that's not in our title, part would get back into the Talk FNF in 2024. So we are doing that for you. So I kind of want to do like a regular, like each week we're gonna review the number one Netflix movie or show or whatever in the top 10 is in the top 10. So this week Lift was the number one movie on Netflix. For some reason, Lift was the number one movie. So this movie,
we know why.
Well, obviously Kevin Hart has the
Netflix contract,
the Netflix bag, because there is absolutely no reason that this should have been number one. So starring Kevin Hart as Cyrus, Gugu Mbatha Raw. I'm sorry if I pronounced that.
Renslayer.
If I pronounced that incorrectly, I did my best.
That's the girl who played Renslayer in Loki. So if y'all not familiar with her, that's
she played Abby in this movie, and those were like the two main characters. This is like the main supporting cast. So Ursula Corbero played Camilla. Sam Washington, I don't know why his name isn't here, but I don't know who he played. Billy Magnuson played Magus, and so on and so forth. So this movie was number one on Netflix, and I don't know why. I think Kevin Hart is a horrible leading man in a romantic anything. I think in his last series, I forget what it was called, but the series where it was a little bit more serious, it was about like him killing his brother.
Yeah, we talked
that
about that before.
limited series, he got a little bit more acting chops and a little bit more respect from his audience and maybe Hollywood. I'm not sure what goes on there, but maybe Hollywood also. But I think that they took a leap and a jump with Kevin Hart being a leading like romantic interest, and it did not read at all. I was cringing the entire fucking time. Every time that Kevin Hart was supposed to be perceived as like sexy or like making my loins tingle, I literally just wanted to like curl up in a ball and stop watching because it was so embarrassing. Because why would y'all think that like Kevin Hart was gonna be sexy in any way, shape, or form? He works out, but he's not sexy. So I didn't enjoy Kevin Hart's performance in this. His acting, I think it just seemed like Kevin Hart trying to be like a spy. So I didn't realize that I didn't even explain the whole premise of the movie to you guys. So Kevin Hart is supposed to be an art thief. He's supposed to be like a big time, like one of the biggest art thieves in the United States, right? And I guess the antagonist, like the person opposing him, is this woman who is played by what's her name? Gugu. So Abby is part of the CIA, and she's part of the like art thief
task force.
Yeah. So that's her main thing that she focuses on. So they had a fling years ago or a while ago, and neither of them knew that one of them was an art thief and the other caught art thieves, and they fell for each other within the couple weeks. They then found out he got away. They've had some type of animosity, professional animosity towards each other the entire time. In the beginning of the movie, the CIA hires Kevin Hart and his team to steal gold from this like big time criminal that they need to steal it from, because if he gets this deal through, then it'll be very detrimental for the entire world. So they have to give him a deal. So Kevin Hart and his team and all of their misdoings and all of their illegal activities are going to be forgiven if this plan goes according to plan, and they steal the big bad's gold, right? So this is where we are now. There's a supposed sexual tension that we are supposed to feel throughout like it's a thread throughout the entire movie. The thread is not substantial. The thread is a Shein thread. It's in the thrift store. It's been used over and over again. It's barely a thread. You pull it a little bit, it's gonna come loose. Kevin Hart is not sexy. No matter how hard you try, Kevin Hart is not sexy. There are two scenes in particular that they try to make you, like, they really try to, like, hone it in. Like, they try to drill it through that he's, like, sexy. And it doesn't work. So, there was this moment where he calls her his trophy wife because he's like, this is in the movie, they're pretending to be together for the case. He calls her his trophy wife. And she says, after the guy leaves, oh, that's not a compliment. And he's like, no, that wasn't the compliment. Calling you my wife is. I'm looking down at you, sir. Why would you call me your anything? That's a threat. Why would you claim me in front of any other man?
That's a me too.
Of any type of importance or power. Like, I was supposed to, like, feel that. Like, I was supposed to be like, ooh. It didn't. I was just like, ah! Like, I was like, no! Ah! Yeah! Like, every moment that y'all wanted me to think that Kevin Hart was like, ooh, let me go, like, rub one out. It just wanted to make me, like, sew my labias together. For real. So there was another scene specifically where they are undercover again. They're pretending to be a couple. They are, oh, wait.
This is the second scene you said. That he was trying to be Mr. Showtime for. I think that's hilarious that
give me a second. I'm so sorry.
No, that's why I think it's hilarious that they would put Kevin Hart in this role, because I mean, for so long they had to put him next to The Rock to be able to even do any of these kind of roles, and now they thinking because he done did a couple push-ups,
just because even The Rock himself is too corny to be
do the camera angle, that they think that they can get that shit off.
Even The Rock himself is too corny to be a romantic interest. Like, there's a difference. There's a difference between the male gaze and the female gaze. I feel like The Rock is what the male gaze assumes that the female gaze is, but it's not.
You remember when The Rock was in a Tyler Perry movie?
I don't.
You don't remember what's the movie with Janet Jackson? What's her movie? Oh, I cannot remember. The movie with Janet Jackson, remember her husband dies because he gets sick or something.
Because he's doing the bending?
No, not that one. He gets sick or something. Because remember, okay, this is the one where I think it was Why Did I Get Married? I think that's what it is. Yeah. Why Did I Get Married too?
But was it The Rock?
He was in the second movie. At the end of the movie, she dates The Rock. He's only in it for like 5 seconds.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, that's probably it.
But The Rock was in a Tyler Perry movie.
So the second scene that we're like really supposed to think that Kevin Hart is like really like this sex pot. Like I want to suck that dick to Kevin Hart. No, never. So the second scene that we're supposed to want to do that. So they're in the plane. She's supposed to be doing some secret undercover stuff in the bathroom. It goes awry. He has to go in there and help her. Somebody else on the opposing team is trying to get into the bathroom. They have to pretend that they're like doing it, like they're a couple doing it, like Mile High Club. Yeah, in the in the airplane bathroom, and she's like moaning while they're both moaning while they're doing all the stuff, and then they're about to walk out, and then right before they walk out, he like kisses her all passionately, and he's like, now it's real. And then walks out. Ew! Ew! I just fake moaned the whole time. It was real to the people outside regardless. You want me to think Kevin Hart is sexy? For real? Everything about the premise of the movie, I completely lost because y'all wanted me to think that Kevin Hart was sexy. Why was that something that was something that they definitely harped on? And it was not great. The chemistry between him and his love interest was like super, super off. It was like my measuring stick between like whether their chemistry was my measuring stick was whether like I wanted them to like have sex or not. Like if their chemistry was better and if he played that better, then I would have been like, ooh, I really want to see them have sex. Because that's how I measure romantic interests, like chemistry on screen. Do I want to see them bang it out or not? I mean, or do I even want to see them do a little first base, second base, sprinkling in the third base? Like, do I want to see that? Because if I don't even want to see that, then you as a producer, a writer, or director have not built up enough tension for me to want that. And I feel like my opinion of sexual tension as a woman matters more than a man's. So if me as a woman doesn't feel the sexual tension between the characters, then it's point blank, it's not there because men.
So are you saying you didn't feel the tension?
There was zero tension.
All right. Well, to be fair,
this whole movie was garbage. This entire movie was garbage. Stop making Kevin Hart a leading man. He can be the funny guy, the sidekick, he can even in the instance of that short series in Netflix do like a short serious thing. But like as far as me sexually being attracted to this 4'5" man,
well,
pick somebody else.
I was gonna say that, I was gonna shout out to the director who was also the director of Friday, but shit, you just shit on that nigga's
pick somebody else.
Whole fucking product right there, yo.
There are so many like this role did not require any comedic finesse.
Netflix gave Kevin Hart like a multi-picture deal, right?
Bro.
And this nigga's
Daniel Kaluuya would have did better in that role.
This nigga's not putting Daniel Kaluuya in a movie where he can pocket that money.
What's his face? That definitely has a Netflix deal. Both of them boys from All American. Both them black boys.
They don't have a Netflix deal because they with All American. Netflix
no, I don't know, but
CW.
both of them would have been a better deal.
I'm not saying that they wouldn't. I'm saying that if you just gave me, let's just say they gave this nigga like $12 million, right, for 2 movies. I'm starring in both of those movies because I'm not paying no one else to be in these movies that they've already paid me for. I agree with you.
There's no amount of money you can pay Kevin Hart for me to think he's sexy. That's all I'm saying.
That's fair.
So this was a drop.
I think he would agree with you.
Yeah.
I think he would definitely agree with you. He is definitely using his movies. He's definitely using his movies as an opportunity to build his persona. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like something that goes without saying is that a lot of guys who make movies are directors use it as an opportunity to build their persona, to create images with them with like sexier women than they would normally be able to obtain. Mm-hmm. So that when other women who are attractive see them, it is easier for them to be like, okay, I can get with this country ass nigga.
I also don't want to be an asshole. I love women. I'm a feminist. I don't necessarily categorize her as like a sexy woman. Like she's
That's hate. That's hate.
No, she's
hate.
She's gorgeous.
That's hate.
And she's beautiful.
Renslayer is attractive.
But she doesn't give me like sex pop.
That's hate.
You know? She doesn't give me like
she's
what's her name from that Black Mirror episode, the black woman with the lips. What's her name? With the one that was in the gay man episode where they was fucking each other on the AI.
Oh, I know you're talking about Shawty.
Her.
They said she should have been Mrs. Smith.
Yeah, she gives me sexy. She gives me sexy. Like everything about her entire persona, her eyes, her cheekbones, her lips, oozes.
She doesn't
like
give me sexy.
I want to eat your pussy.
She doesn't give me sexy.
Nah,
She gives me like very normal.
Nah, her lip shape really get, but like this lady,
I think she's attractive, but I think she just is very.
This
normal.
lady gives me librarian for real, like very cute librarian, like very cute kindergarten teacher. She cares so much.
That's funny that you said
about her kindergarten class.
You know why it's funny that you said that?
She decorates her entire
Hold on.
class.
Let me tell you why it's funny that you said that. Because in Loki, she was a principal. So it's funny that you said
typecasting. Yeah, she doesn't give me like. She doesn't give me like I want to bang it. I want to bang it. She gives me like I want her to be in my kitchen making cupcakes.